Hello, everybody. Happy Saturday evening. Um, I don't even know what time it is. I think it's it's late. I was up till 2 in the morning on Friday night doing Saturday morning makes. And so I came home. I had a really busy day. Something came up with my family. And so I had a really busy day and I came home and I took a nap and now I'm wide awake and it's midnight. So I thought, well, I might as well film a video of what I got at Urban Scrapbooker, which is a local scrapbooking store in the city of Edmonds. So, you know, I guess it's about, I don't know, 30 minutes or 40 minutes north of, uh, the Seattle proper, if you will. It's a town to the north. Um, Anyway, I went up there. I actually was up there doing some thrifting, which I will also share with you. I was dropping some stuff off and I went into the thrift store looking for some Christmas goodies, which I do every year. I love thrifting at this time of year. I don't necessarily thrift all the time, all year long, but there's a couple times during the year when I tend to thrift, and Christmas time is definitely one of them. So I was up there dropping some stuff off and I popped into the thrift store and I found some really cute things, which I'll share with you in another video. But in this video today, I popped into Urban Scrapbooker and specifically what I was looking for actually was this Lumberjack Plaid Distress Oxide ink and re-inker. And so I was very happy that they had them and I was able to pick those up for Christmas. I am just loving the oxide inks. I really enjoy them. They're just a very beautiful medium to use. And so I don't have that many of them, but I specifically wanted this color for Christmas time. And so anyway, I got that. That was one of my purchases there. And then they had a freebie bin. And I also picked up these because I am fixing a few ornaments and I needed some red paints. And so I got these for free. And this is their Americana satin in red hot and then in dark scarlet. And you know, red is one of my very favorite colors, red and aqua. So like these are my two favorite colors. I have a huge jar, a mason jar of aqua buttons on my desk. And I have another mason jar down in my basement that has cream buttons in it. And I have a little bag that I keep up here that my friend Sue Crozier sent to me in some Happy Mail, and I'm using those right now. But anyway, so these were in the freebie bin, and they let me take those. And then, before I even show you everything, I wanted to share this card that just came in the mail today from Nancy. So hello, Nancy. Nancy is the Handi Scandi here on YouTube. And Nancy Martinez, if you're watching, hello to you too. All of the Nancys out there, all my Nancy friends, there's quite a few of you actually. But this is from Nancy, who is the Handi Scandi, and I will link her channel down below. And this came in the mail today. So this says, thinking of you. Look at this adorable scarecrow. Isn't that a cute image? Nancy, I don't know where this one is from, but it is adorable. I just love the way the pants are tied with the hay sticking out at the bottom and then all of the little bird feeders. So it says, thinking of you. She's got some beautiful leaves coming out of the top and a sunflower. And Nancy does incredible backgrounds. I don't know if you can see this, but you can see the background here where she has the inking. I don't know if that's watercolor paint or ink. I'd have to go back and watch the video again. I can't remember right now what she said. And I think I just watched the video recently. But you guys, I'm always running full tilt. And I owe an apology to Iris and Eiley because I think I said Iris's name instead of Eiley's name the other day. Eiley was the one that sent the twine. Iris and I were talking about twine. But Eiley was the one who said she was going to send me some twine. And then it got stolen off my porch. So I apologize. I said the wrong name, I think, in the video. But anyway, both of them are so sweet. This whole community is just full of beautiful people. I was messaging with Claire over in the UK tonight, and I was telling her that people who craft together are just kindred spirits. And it's like once you create with someone and you share art, you're just, I think your hearts are almost joined. And it's a friendship that's a very special thing. And that's how I feel about every single one of you that supports my channel and just shares their heart with me. or just enjoys watching art and sharing art by leaving comments and visiting channels and supporting all of us. So this is a beautiful community, and what a blessing to be a part of it. And so anyway, Nancy wrote, "Sweet Jill, sending a few holiday pieces that made me think of you. You bring so much joy to our crafty community and to me personally. I'm hoping to send some back to you. Happy holidays, XOXO Nancy." So Nancy's channel is just joyful. I just watched her episode of Saturday Morning Makes for this weekend, and she is under the weather. So I send my prayers out to you, Nancy, and I hope that you're feeling better. To anybody that's out there that's battling all the gunk that's going around right now, I just wish you the very best, because no fun to be sick, especially at Christmas time when there's so many things we want to be doing. So inside of her card, she sent this. This calls for confetti, gingerbread gold. These are tiny little gold gingerbread men. Aren't they cute? So those can be added as a shaker mix or as little individual accents on cards. And this calls for confetti is such a fun company, and they've just started making papers and stamps and dies. And I was overlooking at their site a few weeks ago, and I might eventually place an order. I'm trying to be good, and I also like to support my local scrapbook store just so that they don't go out of business. You know, they're the last scrapbook store in this area of the country that I know of, anyway. And it's run by a lovely woman named Brooke and her partner Brooklyn, I think. And then I was visiting with a lovely lady named Donna who used to teach classes there quite a bit, and then since COVID, they haven't quite restarted that yet. But I had a lovely conversation with Donna. What a beautiful, beautiful woman. And it's such a well-run store, and they carry so many beautiful stamping products as well as scrapbooking lines. And Brooke's dad does a lot of papers, local papers for the Seattle area. If you ever want scrapbooking papers, if you travel to Seattle and you're looking for scrapbooking papers that are Seattle related, you can go to Urban Scrapbooker in Edmonds and find what you need. So great, great company. So anyway, I do like to support my local companies, but look at these tags that Nancy, and I saw these when she shared them. And these are some sets that were put out during September the last couple years. And I believe, I'm trying to remember, are these Pink and Maine? I think it's Pink and Maine. I might be saying the wrong company. Geez, I can't remember now. I have one of them. I didn't get both. I just have one of them. And I want to make tags with it, but I haven't done it yet. But Nancy made these adorable tags. And I love, Nancy, I love this Joy and Cheer. I love the font on that. And this really neat snowflake too, you guys. Look at that. And beautiful shading of the snowman, if you can see it. And it's just beautiful. I love it. And look at how cute those little penguins are. And the penguin's about to put the hat on the snowman's head. And then this one has a beautiful Joy font on here. And this one has two little snowmen holding hands. And in the background, she's got a cute die with some houses and trees. So I hope I'm showing these in frame. There we go. But they're just so sweet. And I had to get one of these sets, I think it was last year, September, not this one from this past September, but the September before. This was the one set I think that I purchased that year. And I try not to buy too much anymore. And I still end up buying things. So, but we're crafters. That's what we do. We just love creating. And this is the same ribbon that I just ran out of. I love this ribbon. This was last year's ribbon, I think from Joann's, if I'm remembering correctly. And anyway, I just ran out of it, but I love the way she tied this bigger stripe ribbon on here with that. It looks really pretty. So just gorgeous, gorgeous tags. And everything Nancy does is fantastic. If you don't follow her, you want to go check out her channel because her videos are full of inspiration. And grab a cup of coffee and just watch her from beginning to end because she will just wow you with all that she makes. So Nancy, thank you again for sending me Happy Mail. You're the sweetest. And let me dive into some of the things that I got at Urban Scrapbooker. I am trying to work on a little, I'm calling it my December Joy Journal, but just some memories of this particular Christmas. And I'm going to add some photos from last Christmas too. because we lost my dad last year. And so I'm hoping to make a little book and be able to share some memories with family and stuff. So uh, I, I I just needed some inspiration this year. And so I went up to Urban Scrapbooker, and this is one of the things that I picked up. And this is a paper collection by Paper Rose. They're out of Australia, and I love their company. Oh my gosh, I just love Paper Rose. Beautiful products, beautiful dyes, beautiful, just everything they do is lovely. So this is the Christmas Time Basics Collection. It's 18 double-sided pattern papers, 3 each of 12 designs, and it's printed on 200 GSM paper. And so it's a nice thick weight paper. So I thought, here's the cover so you can see the different patterns that are in it. But I thought I would go ahead and flip through the papers. So I love the distressing on this red and cream striped background. You can see the distressed edges. I love stuff like this. This is my favorite type of paper. You guys know I love prim and kind of homespun art. And so I really gravitate towards these types of papers. And on the back is this beautiful kind of diagonal pattern, almost like a gingham. Then we have this lovely plaid and just beautiful tones of greens and reds and creams. And those are definitely my colors. And then on the back of that, you have this piece, which you can turn it either which way, but it's a brick wall. And then this is painted brick above it that's slightly thicker bricks. And I'm sure this is done from a photo, more than likely of a wall somewhere in Australia. That'd be my guess that it's photo real. Maybe it's from a trip somewhere that they took, but they took a picture of a wall. Anyway, that is gorgeous. Then we have this piece, and this is a music paper background with text. And it's in this really pretty cranberry and then cranberry colored like edges with kind of a white creamish center. And then on the back of this one, you have this beautiful wood grain. And I don't know if you can see it, but it has red tones of wood in it. So it's very Christmassy. There's some hints of red in the wood. So just gorgeous. I love papers like this. Then we have this paper here. And this is a diagonal stripe, always a nice thing to have. And it does have some rustic overtones to it. And then on the back side, you have this wonderful Union Stockyards map. It's got some different like parks in it, and just it's an overall map. I'm not sure of the area. There is a Chicago street in here, so I don't know if it's of Chicago or not. I'm not sure. But anyway, then there's this one, and this one has all sorts of definitions: love seat, love set, loving kindness, and so it's like a dictionary page from the letter L where the words love are. And then on the back, it's another picture of the photorealistic brick wall. And I just love the distressed look of this. It's so cool. And then we have this green, again, almost like a gingham type pattern, and the green stripe. And then we start over again, and it goes through again so that you have 3 sets of each paper. So what a beautiful, beautiful collection this is. And I'm just so happy to have it and to be able to use it for Christmas. So I'll flip these over since it's just repeating, and I'll show you the cover one more time in case you're interested in purchasing it. But it is the Christmas Time Basics, and this is the type of collection that I love to have in my stash. And it's one where I like it so much, honestly, that if this goes on clearance, I would buy another one just because I like it that much. So that's one of the things that I purchased. Let me see if I can set this aside. Okay. And then the other collection that I purchased, and I've never purchased from this company before, but I have seen it everywhere, is 49th and Market. And I wish I knew the origins because 49th and Market kind of reminds me of another company from back in the day. And I don't know for sure who does this. It's out of Huntington, New York, it says. So I'm not sure. I'm not sure who it is. But it may be a whole new company that's 49th and Market, but I'd be curious if it's someone from the scrapbooking industry that has done other paper packs in the past or other collections in scrapbooking. So anyway, this is the Christmas Spectacular 6x8 collection pack. It includes 28 sheets, 3 each of 9 double-sided pattern papers, plus 1 fussy cut element sheet at the end. So you get 3 each of 9 double-sided papers. Look at the back of this one. This is a plaid, and I love the distressing on here. And this is a technique that I want to try and do with book paper, where you put random dots of glue down, and then you press the book paper on and you let it dry, and then you rip it up, and the background stays, and then you have these little touches of book print. And I just think that this would be a fun technique to try with pattern papers that I have in my stash that I want to add some distressing to. So I want to try it, but they've done it here for me, and I loved that about this collection. And then there's this print here that is a green and red. It's got this little scenery building, and then down here you can see Santa Claus. And then in the background is all this beautiful text work and just kind of a watercolor effect. So beautiful paper. On the back of this one, you have this kind of distressed candy cane print. And this would be great for candy cane tags, which is the Saturday Morning Makes episode that I did today was of candy cane tags. And this would be a fun paper to use for that. So there is, let's see, 1, 2, 3 of those. Then it switches to this beautiful poinsettia one. And, oh, I love this one too. It's got some text and stuff along with the poinsettias. You can see in the background, you know, text print and even some post office type marks. And then on the back of it, it's this gorgeous green. And this one also has kind of a watercolor effect to it or something. So there's 3 of those. I love that. Then it goes on to this one. And in this one, you can see a little family down here. Looks like they're headed into their home. So that's one of the sceneries. And you can see the beautiful poinsettia leads down to this little picture of them. And then there's some distressing here with some numbers. And over here it says holidays. And there's more post office marks and stuff. So just a beautiful, beautiful paper. There's 3 of these, of course. And on the back side of that is this beautiful plaid. So, and look at how good these look together. I love that. So beautiful, beautiful. Then this is a more white overtone paper. And this one has beautiful holly and holly berries along both sides. And when you turn it over, it's a candy cane print on the back with little hollies in between. And there's some text and stuff off to the side. So there's 3 of those. Then you move into this black print with the poinsettias, and you have this beautiful, again, book print that's been put onto the black and with the poinsettias. So just gorgeous. Oh my gosh, such beautiful papers. And the weight of these is very heavy. I love the paper that this is, and I love that these are matte finish. They're not shiny. So it's very hard to find matte finish papers. And I really love this 49th and Market brand. It's just beautiful, beautiful papers. And I don't know if you can see it, but this red and white polka dot has some text in the background. It's very faint, but it's there. So that's beautiful too. Then we come to this sheet, and I love this one, the way it has this grid map up at the top and down, kind of all through the paper actually. And then you kind of have this sort of watercolor holly in the background. So there's little pieces of holly, but there's also this watercolor effect. And then when you turn it over, it's a beautiful black. So it's always nice to have black cardstock. You know, Gina K Designs, Gina says you should use black on all your cards. It draws the eye, and it also just settles the mind to have an outline in black. You have your focal point with a tiny black edge, and it really makes your card pop, and it draws the eye into the image. So black is always a great color to have. And as always, I have learned from so many wonderful people, so many wonderful designers that over the years have really taught me so much. And I'm always learning new things from all of you. Every video you watch is teaching you art. And I love that about this community. I'm always learning new things, just as you guys say you learn from me. Well, I learn from all of you. So here is this beautiful paper, and this one is a scenery one. There's a little bed scene. There's pictures of Santa in various formats. There's the kids outdoors again right here. There's a little Christmas car. So just all these really unique little scenes throughout the paper. And then on the back, you have this beautiful red print, and you can see the kind of watercolor or distressed sort of effect on that one. Then we come to this one here. Oh my gosh, this 49th and Market paper is so nice, and I hope you can see how thick it is. It's a very thick cardstock. So this one's beautiful. You could turn this one sideways if you wanted. If you're making a thin journal or a thin page, you could have this come out as a pocket or a tuck point. And this one has Santa over on this side. There's all sorts of journal, kind of ledger print at the top here. And then you have that beautiful red door again and kind of a watercolor white effect throughout. And then on the back of this one is the green. And I love this paper. I loved it so much I bought it in the 12 by 12 too, and I'll show you. But this one has, you can see Jolly Old St. Nicholas in the background. That's what the text is talking about. So just beautiful papers. And then the next three, let me grab these. This is, again, a beautiful holly print. And again, it's turned sideways. So like if you were making a thin journal, you could fold this and it would just make a beautiful, just a beautiful, beautiful set of journal pages. And I love this holiday text in here. And again, the sweet scene with the little children. And then the back side of this one is this gorgeous gold. Wouldn't this be beautiful to make star tags out of and stamp sentiments on it? So just gorgeous. And then the last piece is just a single piece, and it is cutouts. So there's a little Santa Post, letters to Santa Post box. There's the song Silent Night. There's 2 little tickets over here for 25 cents. There's a gift, some poinsettias and flowers, pine cones, some bells, believe in the magic, a little label. There's a little set letter that says that it's going to Santa Claus right here. And then you have, of course, a little ticket, another little ticket here that says Citizens Transit Company. And then over here you have the word magic, and it's a little bingo card. So these are cut aparts that you could use in the collection too. And then on the back of that is this beautiful stripe print. And then the last page is this gorgeous green houndstooth. And this is, of course, the back cover. And you could certainly even cut these out and make little tags with a circle tag on here and stamp it and just have little tiny tags, even with the back here. So what a gorgeous collection. And I splurged on this. I think it was like $11.99 or something. I don't know. But after looking at it, it's so beautiful. I just had to get it. So these are like my little Christmas presents to Jill. The other thing I picked up while I was there from the paper cut were some 80-pound mini slimline cards, all cut out and ready to go. Sometimes when I'm designing and I'm in a hurry, it's nice to have these on hand. And I'm also hoping that Emma's going to bring out some additional cute card size dies. And then I got an extra bundle of the envelopes because I often will make these cards using my papers, my own homemade cardstock. So it's nice to have extra envelopes. So I picked up those. And what else did I get? And then these are the 12 by 12 papers. This is the Paper Rose Merry Little Christmas Basics. And so this is a beautiful wood grain print or wood floor print. And on the back is this beautiful diagonal stripe in a kind of a candy cane print. I also got it in green. And again, it's called the Merry Little Christmas Basics. Okay, and this is Paper Rose. And there's their website information if you're interested. But a lot of the local companies do sell Paper Rose products. Then I also purchased this one. This is a 49th and Market one. Not Paper Rose, but 49th and Market. And this is the Christmas Spectacular Colored Foundation Paper 2. And I loved how this looked. I thought they did a beautiful job with this watercoloring effect. And then if you can see, it has the text print in it also. I'll bring this up closer so you can see where the text is along the edges. But it's just a gorgeous piece of paper. And then the back of that one is that solid green, just like in the paper pack. And then this is the 12 by 12 one in red. And it's colored foundation paper 1 from Christmas Spectacular. And again, these do have text in them along with this beautiful watercolor effect, and then the back side is more solid. But again, it does have watercolor or distressing in it, depending on how you want to call it. And then I picked up this paper from Authentique, and this one has this adorable paw print with little hearts on it. And I'm thinking of my sweet friend Emma, who just lost her beloved Angel dog. So her dog's name was Angel, and he just passed. And I send my heartfelt condolences to their whole family, as Angel was with their family for many, many years. And Emma is in the hospital battling an infection, so please pray for her, you guys. Emma, of course, is the esteemed owner of My Creative Time. I work closely with her, and I am praying for her tonight, and I'm sending love out to her and to all of her medical team that are caring for her. We're hoping that they can take care of her and that she'll be able to come home soon. But just to let you guys know, there's a possibility that Emma may not be able to do her retirement sale in December, just depending on what happens. There's a lot going on for their family, but she will keep us posted and let us know. But please pray for her and her family. And then this is another piece of paper I picked up. This is also a Paper Rose paper. So this is from Paper Rose. And I just thought this was so pretty. I thought it would be fun to maybe even use on my desk for filming, but I just really liked it, so I got that. And the back side of it is just as cool, with some of my favorite turquoise colors in it. So just a beautiful wood grain. And then the last piece of paper, of course, is this green again. Did I get 2 of those or just 1? I think the other one I showed you was in the 12 by 12 was the red, wasn't it? Let's see. Let's see. Oh, so this is the 12 by 12 of the poinsettia one with all the distressing, and then the back of it is this gorgeous. I thought this would just make some beautiful card backgrounds, and I love that it has this, you know, all the print in there about jolly old St. Nicholas. So that was my splurge for all of the papers. And I'm going to leave this sitting here. I'm going to move Nancy's card behind me to my other little table and desk. And then I'll show you the other things that I got while I was there. I went over to their clearance pile and I picked up a few little things, things that I've been wishing the last few days that I had. This was just a little tiny clear set that would be really easy to just dab onto your cards. You know, when you have a flexible polymer set, these are, by the way, this one's from Marianne Design. But what's nice about having these little stamps like this is you can just ink this up. Oh my gosh, I can't even get it off the backing. But, oh, it's brand new. Okay, there we go. So it's very easy to just ink this up in your pad, just a portion of it, and then press it down onto your card. So it's nice to have things that aren't on blocks when you're trying to do a distressed background or just add some little details to a scene or something. It's very nice to have these types of small stamps. And I don't have, I've been looking at different snowflake ones and just different little stars and stuff like that. I have stencils, but they're bigger openings, and I needed some more tiny ones. So I found this. This was in their clearance bucket. So was this one here. And this is from Studio Light, and I just loved this deer scene. So this reminds me of a place we go in the mountains in the wintertime, and we get to see deer and various wildlife and lots of birds. And I just thought this might make some beautiful Christmas tags. So I got that one. And then this one here is Marianne Design also. And this is just 2 individual blue rubber, actually, cling. It was originally $7, and they had marked it down to $5. But I just thought these were really nice too, and very easy to use to create backgrounds on your cards very simply. And I just loved the look of this distressed snowflake. So that is what sold me on the set. And what did I do with here, the front of this? Let me put this back on the right side so you can kind of see them. But specifically, I bought it for this particular snowflake because it has kind of that distressed image. But it's made also where you could stamp this in a color and then stamp this over it and heat emboss it. And you'd kind of get these 2-layered snowflakes. So just a really neat set, and I wanted to try that, so I got that one. And then the same with this one here. Same thing. This one makes a speckled background around this layered tree, and then you could do this in the background in a lighter color and kind of get a 2-layered effect if you want, or just use them separately. But again, this was originally $7 and got marked down, and this is Marianne Design, and these are the stamp information numbers. It's MM1625 for the trees and MM1626 for the snowflakes. So very, very pretty. I got that. And then I had to get this one. This is a Frantic Stamper stamp set. Hi, Fran. And I just love the sentiments in this one. Plus it has this little like ATC snowflake, which you could also use this background for anything. You could definitely do a bigger card with it just by stamping it a couple times. But I love that it had these various sentiments. It has this neat Hello Winter reverse. It has wishing you snowflakes, friendship, and winter cheer. I love that. And then it says, from the tips of your nose down to your toes, wishing you a warm winter. And the name of this stamp set really quick is, it's FRA-CL166. It's Hello Winter, and it's a 2020 Frantic Stamper stamp set. It has 'Tis the Season to Be Freezin', and then it has Stay Frosty, which I also loved that. And then it has Snowmen Fall from Heaven Unassembled, which is a saying that I always say. And then it has this little burr, and it has Happy Winter Solstice. So that combined with the background, and it was originally $15.99, and I took the price tag off. It was marked half off, I think, but I had to take it off because I wanted to read the sentiment in the store. So as soon as I got out, I took it off all the way so that you guys could see the sentiment. And I think the plastic is actually still on here. Let me get that off. But anyway, that's that sentiment. From the tips of your nose down to your toes, wishing you a warm winter. So I just thought that was the cutest sentiment. And it's very tiny, which means I could fit it on cards and stuff. And then she was clearing out the Simple Story bits and pieces. So I grabbed this, and I think you guys are all familiar with this collection. It has some really cute images in it. I love the little snowman and the little bear. And there's another snowman up here. There's sweaters and little snow globes and houses and stuff. So it was originally $6. She had marked it down to $4, and I thought this was really cute. And then in the store, there was a beautiful card, and I've seen tons of cards made with this hummingbird, which we have hummingbirds at our house like this here in the Pacific Northwest. And Memory Box is, in case you don't know, they're a Pacific Northwest company. Their headquarters are here. Anyway, so I got both the hummingbird and this birdhouse, and I'm hoping to make a Christmas card for my mother-in-law, or even a birthday card or something, because you can certainly use this in multiple ways. The roof of this is 2 separate roofs, so you can use it during the summer. Also, it doesn't just have to be a Christmas one with snow on it. And then the bird looks like this. Okay, and these are 2023, so this is the current collection. And the little bird is $7.99, and then the birdhouse with all the different roof lines and the 2 different dies is $15.50. So I bought both of these, and I love the card that was in there that was made with this. I should have taken a picture of it so I could show it to you guys. And then I grabbed these. These enamel dots are from Marianne Design, and I don't know if you can see it, but they're enamel dots and they sparkle. And I thought these would be really fun for cards with snowflakes on them, to be like little snowflake centers. So I grabbed those. I grabbed a couple things of these foam squares since they were there and inexpensive. I got this joy die because I just fell in love with the font on this and the size. Okay. And this is 2022 from Poppy Stamps. And then I got this beautiful set of stencils. And I don't know if this is going to come across on camera, but I saw this used in the store, and it was so pretty. It's a set of 2 stencils, and this is what it makes. It creates this beautiful background. So I love this tiny leafy detail and the pattern that it makes. So I'm going to try using that for some card backgrounds. And then I also, from Studio Light, like I said, I love Studio Light too. I picked up this set of masks because I wanted to be able to just do some very light background lines on some of my cards. And I tried it. I also got the Tim Holtz stamp where you can stamp the background and selectively ink it. But I also, the other day I was doing something and I was wishing I had this. So I went ahead and picked up that. And then the very last thing is this Paper Rose embossing folder. And I hope you can see this here. I'll show you the back. It makes a beautiful embossed wood plank background. And this was $9.50, and it is a big 5x7 embossing folder. And just a beautiful one. So that is everything, my dears. And I am so excited to play with all of the dies and stamps that I got, and just to have some of these winter type stamps to play around with, just to add little details and backgrounds on some of my cards. And I do have some things, but I just was looking for something a little bigger and in the trees, because I have tiny ones, but I don't have like medium-sized stuff. So I wanted that, and then this one I just fell in love with the sentiments. So I'm excited to play with those and to show you some projects with them, as well as to use them. Most of these are going to be used in my daily, my December Joy Journal. I don't want to say daily because I don't do pictures necessarily every day. It depends on what we're doing and what happens and everything. And so anyway, I wanted to come on and share this with you. I hope you guys enjoyed watching and seeing all the papers and everything, as well as the beautiful card from my sweet friend Nancy, as well as the lovely tags that she sent. So I'm so excited and honored to have these. And I love these stamp sets. I just love them. And the only thing with Stamptember is that often the stamps that you love the most sell out, and you can't always get them. And that kind of makes me sad. I almost wish they would do smaller size stamp sets, like little 3x4 stamp sets at a lower price point, and just do a collection of like 20 of them for September and let us just buy the whole thing, you know, or something like that. But just a little more opportunity to be able to buy them. Because I certainly can't afford, you know, $30 stamp sets. They're just too much money for me, so I don't splurge very often and get them. And I don't buy the dies at all. I always just buy the stamps because it saves me money, and then I hand cut. But anyway, I just love that you sent me these tags. They are absolutely adorable, and they just turned out so cute. Your artistry is beautiful, and the fact that you put those beautiful joy sentiments on them, which you know is a word very special to my heart. So Nancy, thank you again, and thank you for joining me for this video, everybody. Enjoy your weekend, okay? All right, bye now.